Honestly guys, I'm really shocked. This place might be even more fancy and luxurious than Beverly Hills, to be honest.
Casablanca is the largest city of Morocco and one of the richest cities of Africa. Many people, when they think about Morocco, they just think about the desert, the Medinas, and the camels. But Casablanca, it's a very modern and developed city with over 3,000 millionaires, the #1 financial ecosystem of Africa, and it also has the stock exchange. I was completely blown away as soon as I arrived here. So let's begin the exploration of the modern and rich side of Morocco.
Good morning guys from Casablanca, the financial capital of Morocco. And man, let me tell you, this place is unreal. It really doesn't feel like you are in Morocco. It's like a different universe. So different to what I've experienced in Morocco so far, which has been more of a cultural experience, more of a traditional Moroccan experience. Casablanca is another world. It's very rich, it's very luxurious. I've never seen so many luxury cars around the city, villas, multi-million-dollar mansions, and so much more. In just a few seconds, we'll go out and we'll explore the city together. But I booked this Airbnb in the heart of Casablanca because I thought, if I'm gonna make a video about the rich side of Morocco and showing the modern city of Casablanca, I should get some decent accommodation. So I'm spending now $50 per night on Airbnb, which is kind of a high budget for me to stay in the heart of Casablanca, one of the nicest area. This neighborhood is called Bourgogne. I will show you quickly the condo and then we'll get out to explore this very interesting and controversial city, because many people in Morocco, they don't like Casablanca. It's almost like two different kind of people from Casablanca and then the rest of the people of Morocco. So it's very interesting dynamic, but we will talk more about this later on in the video. So this is cozy and kind of luxurious for me, but it's absolutely nothing for some people of Casablanca because they really live in luxury, and I will show you soon. Keep in mind that Casablanca is, yes, the financial capital of Morocco, but it's also a city full of contrasts. So there are many rich people, but there are also many poor people and also a lot of crime here. So it's
Casablanca is the largest city in Morocco. There are approximately 4 to 5 million people living here, which is 11% of the country's total population. And Casablanca is currently doing very well. Morocco's economy is projected to grow by 5% in 2026, and the Casablanca region alone contributes to nearly 1/3 of the entire country's GDP, which is 32%. This is why the city feels so much wealthier than the rest of the country. It is literally the beating heart of the economy. There are different reasons why this is happening, and we're gonna talk about it in this video. But one of the main reasons is the automotive and aerospace industries. Yes, because Morocco is now a manufacturing giant. It's currently the #1 car exporter to Europe. By the end of 2026, the country is planning to produce 1 million cars per year. And most of these industrial zones are all surrounding Casablanca. But that's not the only reason. Later on in the video, I will tell you few other important factors of this growth.
this one, guys, is the Hassan II Mosque, which is the symbol, the landmark of Casablanca. Hassan II was the previous king of Morocco, which died in 1999, and is the father of the current king of Morocco, which is Mohammed VI. It's the 6th largest mosque in the world, and it's very beautiful and very unique because it's right on the water, so the scenery around is really beautiful. And I'm also surprised because the water around here is extremely clear. To be right in the center of Casablanca with all the buildings and all the people, I'm really surprised by the quality of the water. Salam.
How are you? Good.
Good, brother. How are you?
Good.
go to the Corniche.
Another reason for Casablanca's wealth is the tourism growth. Just in 2025, Morocco welcomed 20 million tourists, a record-breaking year that injected billions of dollars into the service and luxury sectors. Morocco is also increasing the number of flights coming from and to the country. And guess what? Casablanca's airport, which is called Mohammed V, is the busiest and the largest in the country, handling 32% of all Moroccan air traffic. And another reason why Casablanca has so much wealth is because of the port of Casablanca, which is a very important engine for the Moroccan economy. One of the largest artificial ports in the world and a massive trade hub for the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. So people here get also rich through global trade, shipping and port logistics.
I'm gonna have breakfast here. Merci beaucoup. So we got a Moroccan breakfast here, mixed fruit, chocolate croissant, butter croissant. These I don't know the name, but they're very popular in Morocco. This is 68 dirhams. Usually the petit déjeuner, the breakfast, is around like 40 dirhams, 35 dirhams, but we are at La Corniche and look at the view. And yeah, I was saying that Casablanca has a very different vibe to the rest of Morocco. It's very westernized. The thing I'm really shocked the most is the amount of luxury cars, like literally everywhere. Like one every two cars is a luxury car. You got BMW, Mercedes, Range Rover, Jaguar, Bentley, all the time. You don't see many like super luxury cars like Ferrari and Lamborghinis, even though they might have it for sure, but not so many around. But a lot of Porsche, like Cayenne, Carrera, 911, BMW, like all these luxury cars everywhere. After breakfast here at La Corniche, we're gonna walk to one neighbor which is just 5 minutes away. It's called Anfa and is one of the most fancy and luxurious neighbor. There are other places where you can see the wealth and you can feel the luxury in Morocco. For example, in Tangier, when I arrived, I could definitely see the modernity, the development, and also the luxury lifestyle. Also Marrakesh for sure, but I would say nothing compares to Casablanca. Casablanca is like next level. So right next to the Corniche, you have this neighbor in the city center of Casablanca, which is called Anfa, and it's considered to be the Beverly Hills of Morocco because you have a lot of palm trees everywhere, luxury homes, luxury villas. The elite and the rich people of Casablanca, they live in this neighbor. Man, this is even better than Beverly Hills because you have the ocean just right there, super close. But yeah, the entire neighbor, which is a big neighbor actually, it really looks like Beverly Hills, man. So yeah, as I was saying, Casablanca is the financial center of Morocco, but it's also where you have all the international businesses. All the major banks of Morocco are here. There is also the stock exchange in Casablanca, so definitely most of the money of the country are here in this city. And let me tell you, man, that you can definitely see it because I've never seen this amount of luxury around here. It's really insane. Look at this house, how beautiful it is. All white, Moroccan style, super nice.
And then you have the millionaire boom. And if you want to explain why there are so many luxury cars and luxury apartments and mansions, it's because of the rise of the high net worth individuals. Morocco's millionaire population has grown by 40% in the last decade, one of the highest growth rates in Africa. And the analysts expect an 80% increase in wealth over the next 10 years. And Casablanca's wealthy people, they don't just have old money. Of course, there are also a lot of old money and generational money, but there is also a big new wave of entrepreneurs and tech leaders creating a luxury class that didn't exist a generation ago. So there is new money and old money here in Casablanca.
The entire neighbor of Anfa is already very luxurious, but now I'm walking through the route Anfa Superior, which is like la creme de la creme of the neighbor of Anfa. It's so fascinating to come from the desert of Morocco, all this rural area, to these super extra wealthy areas within the same country. I mean, obviously every single country has this, you know, they have the rich area, the rural area, the poor area. It's absolutely normal. But here in Morocco, for me, coming especially from the desert and this small town to this kind of luxury is really shocking. And as you can see, Casablanca is not only fancy neighborhood with palm trees and luxury cars. It's a big city with more than 4 million people, so you have a lot of neighborhoods that are just normal, you know. And yeah, guys, in front of me we are approaching the financial center, the financial area. Many buildings under construction, as you can see here in front of me. And then on the right side are the financial buildings.
And one of the main reasons for the Casablanca's wealth is the Casablanca Finance City, also known as CFC. This area, it's kind of new and they keep expanding it. So there is a lot of construction going on, and in the next few years it's gonna expand and grow a lot. It's not just a normal finance city, but it's actually a special economic zone that has attracted over 200 multinational companies. So a lot of banks here, a lot of tech companies, and a lot of international businesses move to Casablanca because as a special economic zone, they have a lot of tax benefits, a lot of law benefits, and it's a great place to start a business or move your business here in Morocco.
And it feels like this financial district is a massive construction project. Look how many buildings under construction. Crazy. So this might become like a huge area, very modern in a few years. Look at that. Wow, man, the amount of development is incredible.
This special economic zone of Casablanca, this CFC, it's bringing in billions of dollars each and every year. Plus, as we mentioned earlier, in Casablanca there is also the stock exchange. So it's definitely the finance capital of Morocco and of the entire continent of Africa. Johannesburg in South Africa is still the number one, but many analysts predict that Casablanca is going to be the finance center of Africa, surpassing Johannesburg, mostly because of the growth of Morocco and because of the proximity to Europe.
So guys, I just discovered that this Casablanca Financial Center, they also call it Casablanca Financial City, because it's in an entire area with a lot of tax benefits, a lot of advantages for the corporation, and many companies and banks, they use it to access Africa. So basically they register their businesses and their companies here to serve them the entire continent of Africa. So it's a huge financial hub for the entire continent, and that's why you have these massive buildings, very modern offices, but also residential towers, shops, restaurants. But it's already developed, but I feel like it's really developing a lot more right now. So by the amount of construction that I see around, I think in the next few years it's gonna probably double in terms of buildings and size. So definitely talking about modern Casablanca and rich Casablanca, this area plays a huge role. A lot of money here. A lot of money, but also a lot of traffic. This is very interesting because coming here to the financial city, I was expecting like mostly offices, corporate buildings, etc. But looking around, most of them are like residential buildings, like luxury condos. Of course you have offices too, but also many residential buildings. You have a very nice shopping mall called Aeria Mall, and to be honest, I'm really blown away with Casablanca, how modern and developed it is. Really, I didn't expect it like this, especially how clean and organized it is as well, you know. Very beautiful the way they made it. This building is called ESCA and is the School of Management, so it's a university, Business School of Management. Alright guys, I really enjoy this financial city. Now is the rush hour because it's 6 p.m. and everybody's leaving the office. Sorry. And I'm heading to my next destination, which is the biggest shopping mall of Morocco, Morocco Mall. Let's check it out. Man, the traffic is intense now. And I must say, this Casablanca is growing on me. I mean, if you compare it to other like major cities around the world, like major like financial hubs, it's one of the greatest because you got the ocean vibe, so it's still very relaxed and it's extremely clean, very beautiful with all these palm trees. And then you have all the shopping mall, all the services that you need. Yeah, maybe there is not much to see in terms of historical attraction, but you have the rest of Morocco if you want the historical things, you know, if you want the ancient or the cultural. This is obviously not the cultural center and a cultural hub of Morocco.
And then finally, one of the main reasons why Morocco is growing and developing so much is for the upcoming 2030 World Cup. Morocco is co-hosting the 2030 FIFA World Cup together with Portugal and Spain, and this is triggering a massive wave of construction. The city is currently building one of the largest stadiums in the world. It's called Grand Stade de Casablanca to prepare for the global stage. And Morocco, because of this World Cup, is going through a construction boom, and it's in the middle of a 40 billion public investment. They're not just building stadiums, but they are building and developing an entire national infrastructures. So road, buildings, bridges, the high-speed train, expanding the airport, increasing the flights, and so much more.
I think I can see the Morocco Mall down there. Man, it's a massive building, massive mall. Let's park here. Okay, thank you, my friend. It's free? Free parking?
What?
Free?
No.
I have to pay. Okay.
5 dirham.
5 dirham. Okay. And Morocco Mall is near?
Is
Morocco
1
Mall.
hour free.
I just checked with ChatGPT and it confirmed that Morocco Mall is considered one of the biggest, if not the biggest shopping malls in the entire continent of Africa. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense because it starts from down there and then you cannot even see the end. It could just continues all the way down there. So it's a really big shopping mall. Man, this is crazy. They got the aquarium same as in Dubai. It's like smiling, man.
And from the largest shopping mall of Africa, the Morocco Mall, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video where I showed you the rich and modern areas of Casablanca. This city, as I said, is something completely different from the rest of the country. Many people don't like it, but I also find it extremely fascinating. And Casablanca is definitely representing the development and the future of Morocco. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Share your opinion, share your comments. Tell me if I missed something important about Casablanca or about Morocco's economy. Maybe you know much more than me and I'm really curious to read and to learn more. I will send you a big hug and my road trip will continue towards Rabat and then all the way north to Tangier.